A seemingly background species in aquaculture, today we will be talking about Labrus bergylta, commonly known as the ballan wrasse. This species grows to be approximately 50 centimeters long and will weigh an average of 9 pounds. They are found throughout the Atlantic Ocean, most commonly seen from Norway to Morocco. Spawning usually takes place during the summer months, and all Labrus bergylta are born as females. With age, only the most dominant fish will transition into males. Before getting into why this species in particular is beneficial to aquaculture, it is important to discuss the large role that salmon farming plays in the economy. The aquaculture of salmon is the fastest growing food production industry worldwide. Currently, the Atlantic salmon species Salmo solar accounts for 8.3% of global aquaculture profits. This species alone makes approximately $13 billion in just 1 year. Unfortunately, both farmed and wild salmon populations are currently in danger at the hands of sea lice. These parasites begin in a larval stage before maturing and attaching to a non-consenting host. Once attached, they begin to feed on mucus, scales, and blood of the host, and continue throughout the end of their life cycle. This feeding leads to osmotic stress and malnutrition of highly infected hosts. As the lice reproduce at a fast pace and spread quickly from fish to fish, wild salmon with migratory patterns nearing open aquaculture sites are easily exposed. Many solutions to the rising problem have been developed. However, the best yet lies in none other than the ballan wrasse, Labrus bergylta. Multiple solutions to this rising issue are currently under development, including but not limited to increased barrier technologies with the introduction of fluid permeable plankton mesh, manipulation of salmon swimming depth in salmon aquaculture to reduce encounter rates, geographic spatiotemporal management into areas with low louse infection, light traps to draw away from and limit the infected area, chemical repellents into salmon feed to alter semiochemical profile of the host, and oral vaccinations to prevent further development of virus. Each of these so-called solutions leave a large area for scientific development, as none are extremely effective and all are highly expensive. So what is the best option? The farming of Labrus bergylta is the next step in protecting the large global salmon aquaculture production. As a cleaner fish, this species feeds off the parasitic sea lice when introduced. This not only benefits the health of Salmo solar, but also provides an extremely affordable feed conversion ratio for the ballan wrasse. If used in polyculture as a treatment after the introduction of sea lice, L. bergylta prevents the negative effects of long-term feeding that these lice have on the Atlantic salmon, and are fed and grown to be sold for consumption. Raising the species begins as a separate process before being introduced to the salmon farms. Juvenile wrasse begin in a larval rearing facility until reaching approximately 1 gram in size and gaining the ability to consume dry food. This will be followed by a nursery phase in which small and large fish are placed in separate tanks and raised until they reach approximately 2 to 3 grams. Upon reaching adulthood, this species is transferred into salmon farms where they will feed on any crustaceans and mollusks available, in this case, sea lice. Labrus bergylta is particularly vulnerable to cold temperatures, in which they retreat to a hibernation-like state. In cold weather, the efficiency of their cleaning ability drops drastically, which hinders their purpose of a sea lice solution. This species is also unpopular for consumption in many areas of the world, and is not of high value in any. Future development is focused on the increasing effectiveness of this species for a year-round efficiency and marketing towards a wider geographic community. Labrus bergylta, if managed properly, stands as the best available option to sea lice protection in the Atlantic salmon industry. Currently, all other options contain relocation of salmon farms out of the reach of these parasites or chemical treatment. These methods can be extremely costly, and none of which show the same effectiveness as the ballan wrasse. With a few modifications, this polyculture relationship has the potential to be the true solution to the ongoing battle against parasitic sea lice, and, if marketed correctly, make an additional profit while doing so.